822-827-6261.
Now, from the Signature Bank Studios.
This hour of The Shaun Thompson Show is sponsored exclusively by DonleyAuctions.com. Old phonographs or music boxes? We are the experts. Consign yours. DonleyAuctions.com.
AM 560, The Answer.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
A new analysis by the Center for Immigration Studies finds that immigrant-headed households, both legal and illegal, are significantly more likely than U.S.-born households to receive means-tested anti-poverty benefits, also known as welfare. 53% of households headed by immigrants, naturalized citizens, legal residents, and illegal immigrants used one or more major welfare programs. This compares to 37% for U.S.-born households.
So almost double. And think about this. There's 50 million. 50 million in America. Staggering. Not to mention, Squirrel, the insurance premiums. When you've got these illegal aliens who were on a burro last Thursday and you hand them a Buick, bad things happen.
2 News crews were talking with people in Springfield today, and some are actually happy about the ruling.
Let's head back out to Springfield.
Only the ones that want to be safe.
Kirsten Reedford is live there now. Kirsten, what did people say when they heard about this ruling?
Jack, Lauren, some of the people that are here saying that they wanted TPS to end said it was about time because of the strain on healthcare and education in the city.
Oh, yeah, and then there's that. Like in Chicago, in New York, in California, the cost of the illegal aliens. And then you see the Democrats. What are their answers? Well, it's kind of simple.
It's time for a national billionaires tax and a new social contract.
Squirrel, billionaires don't have a salary. They don't make money. So what this is, when he says social contract, he means breaking the American Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, the principles of our country. You are now going to tax people on what they have, not what they make. You're going to tax them on their wealth, all except the Democrats. J.B. Pritzker, Penny Pritzker, Tom Pritzker, pedophile. None of them are nervous.
Governor, on the Tollway Board's proposal last week, that it would raise tolls, not just for drivers, but commercial rates would go up 30%. So companies like this are going to pay a lot more if this goes through to move materials. What can your office do to perhaps, or what might you have in mind to kind of reduce that burden that these higher tolls could kick in right when that gas tax inflator kicks back in?
Well, I want to be clear that many of the trucks, many of the cars that are traveling on our tollways are actually from out of state and going to other states. So they're actually not Illinois companies and not Illinois individuals. And so that's one of the considerations. I think
You said many. How many? Many. How many? Many. And how many Americans? How many Illinoisans? See, just say it. Just say it, Fatso. Next thing you know, they'll think you ever had a job. Or ever zipped your own pants.
Other thing to think about is we need always to be upgrading, maintaining those toll roads.
You mean like you're doing now with no workers? One giant fracking scam. Is Tom going to go with the defense? Your Honor, she didn't look like that Friday night. Rick, Des Plaines.
Shaun, how you doing, buddy?
Good, babe. How are you?
I'm fine. I was calling about an earlier discussion you were having about the Haitians.
Yes.
I had a personal experience with a Haitian at work. This guy threatened my life, and I didn't take it well. So
no. Was his name Barbecue? Because Barbecue's down there. He means it if he threatens your life. Barbecue is leading the coup, yes.
This guy was scary. I reported it. They removed him from the department, and 3 days later in another department, he was fired for the same dang thing.
Well, that's their culture. That's that DEI stuff. Don't you feel much better? It's multiculturalism. It's expensive and dangerous. You're going to love it if you survive it. I believe that's the tagline. I thought you wanted to talk about the Jake LaMotta, Tom Pritzker defense, but thank you very much, Rick. chiming in. Dan, Salem, Wisconsin.
Sean, you know what I think?
I
God
have
showed
no
me
idea.
this. Not to get religious on you, but God showed me this the other day. What's wrong with people today, their hatred and everything, and why they act so nuts, the Democrats, they forgot to be grateful, Sean, for what we have in this country.
Yeah, well, I agree with that, but there's also, too, that self-loathingness. You know, the one quality that every communist, every Marxist, every socialist, every American Democrat has, they hate themselves. That's the only way you could subject yourself to this philosophy. They hate themselves, and they know that it will never really touch them if they sell it really hard and they represent it. They're communist, collectivist, mafia influencers.
Here's what Larry David said when he asked about the UFC event on the White House lawn earlier this month that kicked off the 250th celebration. Watch.
It was a travesty, yeah. What else can you say about it? It was embarrassing. I was embarrassed to be an American, yeah.
So are you going to denounce your citizenship, take your money, and get the hell out of here? I mean, it's a simple solve. Or are you going to do what other Democrats do? Are you going to fund? Are you going to sell frauds who aren't just unqualified, but in some cases are proven to be whores and thieves?
We recently I actually held a demonstration for my colleagues here at the Capitol, where we brought in folks who, before our eyes, hacked election machines. Those that are being used in many states, but are not state of the art from our perspective.
And then she turned around and censored anybody who said the exact same thing. But the one thing you could say for Kamala Harris, not only was she useful to Willie Brown and some other trollops, but she could form a sentence, unlike her boss.
And Joan Shingang, I'm going to pronounce it, Shanga Kawawa.
Welcome back. It's time for the Hot Topic Buzz. Emails revealing Hunter Biden worked with executives from a China-based company back in 2016 in hopes to find potential investors for a movie production venture. It was all happening while his father was vice president. In September of 2016, another email lays out the itinerary for a trip that Hunter was taking to China with business executives who had deep ties to the CCP. More information for us, Kaylee.
Hey, Larry David, that's your arena. Are you embarrassed? Are you offended by that? Or were you, too, backed by the Chinese Communist Party? And then you realize Larry David has a new series coming out on HBO. Watch it, and you'll play right into their hands. Watch it, like these idiots who watch this old hag, the Viagra Slayer captain.
I'm very good friends with Larry David, and so I'm not going to. I think he's right in many ways. I mean, you listen to Trump. We used to have friends around the world. Now we don't have them anymore. So what does he?
Which friends around the world? Which ones? The ones that we bribed? Like you have friends, you bribe them. Glenn in Oak Creek, Wisconsin.
Oh, hi, Sean. I just wanted to mention this. I had a nurse the other day, and her name was Jana, and I told her the story about the Gamma family you mentioned last week that stole hundreds of millions of dollars. And anyway, I told her the bad Mama Jamma's that family, and she just cracked up. So,
good, Glenn.
Anyway,
we could use listeners. The show's got to grow, baby. I've got a very expensive lifestyle. I appreciate it.
I know, right? Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, brother. Promoting us. See, Squirrel? And the fact of the matter is, it's not just this show that's growing. It's not growing because we're doing anything other than representing the majority in this country. The majority of the people are not communists. The communists, just like every other arena, every other country, everywhere they are, they just draw the biggest sucking sound because that's what they've done. 10% of Russia prior to the Soviet Union was the communists. Look what it did for 75 plus years. Look at Havana, Cuba. Look at the Chinese communists. Nobody can shake it off except America. And the reason is, Squirrel, it's unconstitutional. You see, Gavin Newsom, what he wants to do, you can't tax people on money they made. You already made them pay taxes. You still make them pay taxes. But what that is a warning sign to get out of anywhere they govern. And the same thing with Pritzker. He doesn't give a rip about the people in Illinois who are poor, who are going to pay the extra 45 cents a toll. Every toll, an extra 45 cents. But if you voted Democrat, shut up and pay it.
And so that's what the board has been considering and why they've now voted as they have. It's something that...
What board? The board of Gatsan Gul? Was it the same board that sat on the board for Brandon Johnson? Make up 46,000 payroll recipients in one form or another in Shirakistan. And in Illinois, what other counties, aside from the 33 that already voted for secession, that would never be dumb enough, low character enough to vote for this guy? It's time to start getting offensive. Separate the counties. Convention of the states. These Republicans that are in on it, they're not going to stick up for you. They're going to run morons, like the moron running against J.B. Pritzker, Darren Bailey. Can't tell the fracking difference between the two of them. Both idiots, both trust fund babies, both sat there complacently for years. It's time for you in the counties to do exactly what the 33 counties did, and the counties all around this country. They are 12%, less than 12% of the country. Let them celebrate as they bankrupt their own areas. Let them celebrate their failure. Let them protect the illegal aliens. Let them lobby on behalf of the scoundrels and the scourge. Those are their true constituents, not the American people. Everybody who's a liability, because that's what their philosophy is, a giant liability.
We saw today the Supreme Court make a decision that is putting so many people's lives in jeopardy. And I just came back from a rally with 1199 as I stood alongside a number of Haitian New Yorkers who are concerned about what this means for their status.
Hundreds of communists will gather in Italy, joined by thousands participating online, to found a new revolutionary communist international to fight for socialist revolution across the globe. Join us. Capitalism faces its deepest ever crisis. Israel is conducting a brutal massacre of the people of Gaza with the full...
Anybody ever look at Israel? Why don't you take a look at it? Pull it up. Look at it. Beautiful. Modern, quality of life. Anybody could live there. Look around all these other theocracies. Look at Gaza. Squirrel, did you ever get where the Iranian stock exchange closed today? Or how about the Gaza Strip stock exchange? Ever? Iran, the entire GDP is 50% of what Walmart's revenue is. They exist because we give them the attention to exist, like the American socialists. 312-642-5600.
What if everything you've been told about government, health care, poverty, energy, and even science is a carefully